Gardening should be a joy, not a struggle. The Amish have been growing abundant crops for generations without relying on synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, or modern machinery. Their methods are simple, effective, and rooted in working with nature, not against it. With these Amish secrets, you too can transform your garden into a thriving, bountiful paradise. If you're tired of endless weeding, depleted soil, or disappointing harvests, these Amish gardening secrets will transform the way you grow. Whether you have a small balcony garden or a backyard oasis, these techniques will save time and effort while giving you healthier plants and bigger yields. Feed the soil before you plant. The Amish don't plant first and fix the soil later. They prepare their soil long before seeds ever touch the ground. They focus on building soil fertility naturally, ensuring plants have everything they need to thrive. The secret is organic matter. Compost, aged manure, and shredded leaves are added each season to improve soil texture and nutrient content. Unlike chemical fertilizers that offer a quick boost but degrade soil over time, organic amendments create long-term fertility. If your plants are struggling, start with your soil. Rich living earth is the foundation of an effortless garden. 2. No-till gardening for healthier soil. Many modern gardeners rely on tillers to break up the soil, but the Amish know that excessive tilling destroys beneficial microbes, earthworms, and fungi that help plants grow. Instead, they use no-till gardening. Rather than disturbing the soil structure, they add organic mulch on top, allowing nature to do the work. Over time, earthworms and microorganisms break down the organic material, enriching the soil without any effort on your part. No-till methods keep moisture in, reduce weeds, and create naturally loose, fertile earth. Deep mulching to reduce weeds and watering. Weeds are one of the biggest frustrations for gardeners, but the Amish rarely spend hours pulling them. Their secret? Deep mulching. By adding a thick layer of straw, wood chips, or shredded leaves around plants, they block weeds before they can take root. Mulch also retains moisture, meaning you'll water less often. As it breaks down, it enriches the soil, so every season your garden gets healthier with minimal work. Heirloom seeds for stronger plants. The Amish don't rely on hybrid or genetically modified seeds. Instead, they plant heirloom and open-pollinated varieties that have been passed down for generations. These seeds adapt to local conditions over time, growing stronger and more resilient each year. Unlike store-bought hybrids that often require chemical fertilizers, heirloom plants thrive naturally. Start saving seeds from your healthiest plants, and you'll build a self-sustaining seed bank that grows better every season. Raised beds for better growth and less maintenance. The Amish know that raised beds create an ideal growing environment. They warm up faster in the spring, drain well after heavy rain, and require less bending and weeding. Building simple raised beds or deep-mounded rows keeps soil loose and aerated, leading to bigger, healthier plants. If you've been struggling with compacted soil or waterlogged gardens, raised beds will make your gardening experience easier and more productive. Companion planting for natural pest control. Instead of relying on chemical pesticides, the Amish use companion planting to keep pests at bay. Certain plant pairings naturally repel harmful insects and enhance each other's growth. For example, marigolds deter nematodes and aphids, while basil planted near tomatoes enhances flavor and repels pests. Growing onions with carrots keeps carrot flies away. And the traditional Three Sisters method, corn, beans, and squash, creates a balanced, symbiotic growing environment. When you work with nature, pest control becomes effortless. Water deeply and less frequently. One of the biggest mistakes gardeners make is shallow watering, which encourages weak root systems. The Amish use a deep watering method, ensuring moisture reaches down where roots need it most. Instead of frequent light watering, they soak the soil deeply, then let it dry out between waterings. This forces plants to develop deeper roots, making them more drought-resistant and less reliant on constant irrigation. Rotate crops to keep soil healthy. The Amish never plant the same crop in the same spot year after year. Crop rotation prevents nutrient depletion, reduces pests, and keeps plants healthier. A simple way to rotate crops is by switching between leafy greens, root vegetables, fruiting plants, and nitrogen-fixing legumes. Over time, this natural cycle keeps your soil balanced without artificial fertilizers. Natural fertilizers for stronger plants. Rather than relying on store-bought fertilizers, the Amish feed their plants with homemade compost and aged manure. These natural fertilizers provide slow-release nutrients, improve soil texture, and encourage beneficial soil life. Start a compost pile with kitchen scraps, coffee grounds, grass clippings, and dry leaves. This simple practice results in nutrient-rich, healthy soil year after year. Follow the natural growing seasons. The Amish don't try to force plants to grow out of season. Instead, they work with nature, planting cool season crops in early spring and fall, and heat-loving crops in summer. By following natural growing cycles, they avoid unnecessary effort and reduce pest problems. Gardening becomes more intuitive and less labor-intensive when you grow with nature's rhythm. A simpler, more rewarding way to garden. Gardening doesn't have to be difficult. By applying these Amish gardening secrets, you'll create a healthier, more productive garden with less work. It's all about working in harmony with the soil, plants, and natural cycles. If you found these tips helpful, subscribe to Botanical Bliss for more expert gardening insights. And don't forget to share this with fellow gardeners who want to grow smarter, not harder.